The highlight of many 4th of July celebrations is, of course, the fireworks, and officials are urging people to take extra precautions this year to avoid injuries. A recent report from the Consumer Product Safety Commission found more than 10,000 people suffered firework-related injuries last year. 11 people also died. Many of those incidents happened around the July 4th holiday. For more on how to enjoy the fireworks while keeping you and your family safe, let's bring in Pamela Springs. She is the director for the Office of Communications at the Consumer Product Safety Commission. Thank you very much for joining us on this 3rd of July.
Thanks for having me, Nancy.
So what are the most common types of fireworks-related injuries we should be watching out for here?
Certainly, the most injuries that we see are burns, right? So you have to remember that fireworks are explosives, and so when they are misused, the natural thing that's going to happen is going to be burns, and those burns occur most often to fingers and hands, with people holding sparklers or holding firecrackers. The second most frequent place is in the face, the head, and the ears. So, these are dangerous devices. They're explosives, small explosives. And so we should really take care when we're using them.
Absolutely. Are there certain types of fireworks that are more dangerous than others to handle? What types are the most dangerous to be around?
Well, firecrackers, certainly. Firecrackers and sparklers second, but firecrackers because, they look harmless. They are, they're small, and people tend to think, oh, I can just set it off and throw it. And it's going to be, it's going to be great fun, but it's not. If you get a if you get a firecracker that has a short fuse, or if you just mishandle it, or if you aren't paying attention, that can cause real damage. Last year we saw just horrible injuries to people with hands that were mangled, burns. The second most dangerous are sparklers. Sparklers, they look pretty. People often, give them to children thinking that they're harmless. But sparklers burn at 2,000 degrees. That's as hot as a blowtorch. And, I wouldn't let my 3-year-old granddaughter run around with a blowtorch. And people should take equal care when they're giving sparklers, when they're thinking about using sparklers.
Absolutely. And so many people do use them. On top of all this, illegally purchased fireworks, they're often also considered the most dangerous. Talk us through why.
Certainly, illegal fireworks, they don't go through the same rigorous, process for production. More than 40% of the fireworks that be tested last year were illegal, and the violations ranged from short fuses, right? So you have a short fuse; it doesn't take as long to burn; it could blow up in your hand. The other types of violations that we see are overloading with pyrotechnic materials. So, too much powder, too much, a firework that's too explosive. So, you mix a short fuse with a firework that's too explosive, and, tragedy will ensue.
What other tips do you have on staying safe at a fireworks celebration, even if you're not the one setting off the fireworks yourself?
Well, you've hit it right on the head. Our advice to people is to leave fireworks to the professionals. And the best way to enjoy the 4th is to, check out a professional firework display somewhere in your area. They're all around, especially here in DC. If you want to use fireworks in your home, we have a few simple tips. Always have water around. Never let a child near a firework. When you light a firework, walk away quickly, and just ensure that the fireworks that you buy are intended for consumers and not for professionals. We've heard reports of fireworks being made available illegally. We want to make sure that consumers only use fireworks intended for home use.
Very good tips for a happy and safe holiday. Pamela Springs, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Take care.